Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing a new look Los Angeles Lakers rebuild in NBA 2K25. So the Lakers have actually had a pretty busy offseason. In my opinion, they did a lot of things in the offseason. Obviously their big move in free agency was signing DeAndre Ayton. Obviously he was the best big they could have gotten for free. And I feel like that's obviously a good signing if you can get DeAndre Ayton for only $8 million. We saw what he did in that championship run with the Phoenix Suns, so it's obvious that he could be a winning player if he just puts that mindset in. But I feel like with this Lakers organization, he could be obviously a winning player with them. And then obviously they went ahead and signed Marcus Smart. The Wizards bought him out, and then the Lakers signed him right away in free agency. Obviously, Marcus Smart was huge in that Boston Celtics run when they made the finals. He was always huge for the Boston Celtics. Obviously, he's a winning player. He is probably one of the best perimeter defenders when healthy, and he's one of the best guard defenders. That'll definitely help the Los Angeles Lakers. Marcus Smart's a winning player, like I said. They brought back Jackson Hayes on a one-year deal. Obviously, he was cooking. He was actually pretty solid when starting with Luka, so he'll obviously be a pretty good backup. Jake LaRavia, they signed him, I believe, the first couple of minutes of free agency. So, and then they went ahead and obviously went ahead and drafted Dudero, and then they signed Chris Mannon and Christian Koloko to two-way contracts. And they also extended Luka Doncic. So obviously they got Luka Doncic at the trade deadline. They extended him to a 3-year deal with a player option. So that's good for them, obviously. So a solid offseason for the Lakers. They did lose Dorian Finney-Smith to the Houston Rockets, though, but I don't think most people understand if they didn't lose Dorian Finney-Smith, then they wouldn't have the money to sign DeAndre Ayton, Jake LaRavia, or Marcus Smart, or maybe even Jackson Hayes back. But yeah, so in theory, they kind of had to lose Dorian Finney-Smith to sign more players. I know it sucks losing him, but it kind of had to happen. But obviously, me being a Lakers fan, I'm going to try to rebuild this team the best I could. But power ranking lands us ninth in the regular season. So your rotations: Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Jared Vanderbilt, DeAndre Ayton, Ray Hachimura, Dalton Connect, Marcus Smart, Jackson Hayes, and Jake LaRavia is your 10-man rotation. It does leave Gabe Vincent out of the rotation, which I guess we can allow that for now. But what I'm going to do, I'm gonna swap Rui and Vanderbilt on the starting five. I'm pretty sure that's how it might work. And then Dalton Connect gonna be the sixth man, I guess. And then we'll go ahead and fix this to where obviously the better overall gets more minutes. So we'll do something like this. And yeah, something like that. Then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see you guys at the trade deadline, because I feel like this is a team that could definitely make a move at the trade deadline. Obviously, they have a bunch of expiring contracts: Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, a bunch of other guys. Proficiency running a pace and space system, and other than 7 seconds, and I think balance maybe. So yeah, I guess we're gonna run pace and space, and I'm gonna see you guys at the trade deadline. Oh, shots and he's forgot about those as well. Luka 99, LeBron James pushes up to like a 90. Austrians will want him to take more shots. It also pushes like a 82, something like that. Touch tendency can obviously match with the shot tendency, and then so something like this, and then something like that. Aiden, and then yeah, I'm gonna see you guys at the end. I mean, at the trade deadline. At the trade deadline, and one guy I would actually love to go ahead and get is Nicholas Claxton. Obviously, with a booster this center rotation. Hayes is a solid backup, but I think I'd rather have Nick Claxton there. Obviously, I'm gonna offer Kleber and Gabe Vincent. So Maxi Kleber, Gabe Vincent, and then our 2030 first round pick. And then we could take on like Drew Timmy back in return. So what do they say it is? They say yes to this. Nope, they decline. I thought it was second. They still say no. So it looks like it's Maxi Kleber. It doesn't have much value. So instead of Kleber, they want maybe Jared Vanderbilt instead. Vanderbilt isn't obviously good in the Sims. So we could do something like this. Would they rather have something like this instead without trading the first round pick? We'd have to trade the first round pick. But with Vanderbilt, get it done. We'll see. So we trade Gabe, Vanderbilt, and then we still could, I guess, use Kleber's contract in a different trade. But I'm going to offer this. See what they say. We get Nick Claxton, and they agree. So Nick Claxton, well, I'm at Los Angeles. He'll be our new backup center, and then yeah, we'll do something like that. Obviously, we didn't really trade for our 3-and-D win. We did get finally a good center rotation here. So I mean, now that probably make Jackson Hayes expendable, and actually injuries are off in 2K, so we could probably trade him, maybe a second round pick to see what that would get me, because we would kind of need like a backup. We can move connect to the two, whatever you play small forward. So we might actually be good. But what can we get for Hayes in a second? I'm just wondering. So Jackson Hayes in a second round pick. Anything crazy that we can being offered to me? So Mitch Robinson is kind of crazy, but obviously we can't really do that right now. We just got our backup center. If that was being offered to me, the original, I mean, we probably wouldn't have to get Nick Class. That's a crazy trade package. I can't lie, but we might be good with who we are, honestly. So Luca, Reeves, LeBron, Rui, DeAndre Ayton, Nick Claxton, Dolan Boom to the two, Marcus Smart, and then we'll go ahead. We might just run a nine rotation, nine rotation for the rest of the season, and then we're gonna go ahead and kick out Jackson Hayes for I guess Jake LaRavia. So we'll do something like that, and then if there's another trade to be made, I'll look one last time. I'll do it, but if not, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Nikola Jokic wins the MVP. Cooper Flag is the Rookie of the Year, six-man Tyler Hero. But at the end of this season, Luka Doncic did make All-NBA first team. We finished off as the number 9th seed, which honestly does suck. But, I mean, it was kind of expected. 27 from Luka Doncic, 22 from LeBron, 16 from Reeves, 12 from DeAndre. I'm probably going to have Aiden opt into his player options. We could have some shelf life with him, but we'll see. I mean, we traded for Claxton, so I mean, I guess we wouldn't really need to anymore. We had 12 from Connect, 9.5 from Rui. We had 8.5 from Smart, 0 from Claxton, 6 from Jake Ravi, and then 5 from Jackson Hayes. But we'll see if we can get inside the playoffs. I definitely think we could. We'll go 8-man rotation here, and we'll shrink our bench utilization down. And we'll see if we can get inside the play. We got the New Orleans Pelicans in the first game of the play-in. So if we lose this one, we're out of it. And I guess we're going to be in the draft lottery, which is crazy to think of. But we'll see what happens. And we are going to be eliminated, which means we are heading into the lottery. So not a great look by any means. And this is going to be LeBron's last year. He's retiring after this. He should retire, I'm pretty sure. So we have a lot to work with here. But when we have Luka Doncic, it just makes things a lot easier. So LeBron James is going to retire. I'm not going to override it either. I'm going to actually let him retire. He's 41 year 23, man. I think it's time. Not that I want him to retire or anything, but here in 2K, I think it just might be time. I'm not going to override it this time. I'm just going to let him retire, and he's gone. So we'll no longer have LeBron James, so we have to work without him starting now. So heading in, this starts with the draft lottery, so we are projected the 14th pick in the drafts, and we're going to finish with the 14th pick in the draft. So we could obviously use this pick. And imagine if we were able to get AJ to bands. That would have been cool. But like I said, we could either go and use this pick in a trade or draft. I'll keep think on my draft and get another future piece. The reason why is I want to prioritize cap space. Is it next year? Yep, it is next year. I want to prioritize cap space for Giannis and Nikola Jokic next year. So we're gonna figure out a way to do that. They'll be free agents next year, I'm pretty sure, right? So, yep, next year they'll be unrestricted free agents if they opt out of the playoffs, which they most likely are. One of them is going to be Los Angeles Lakers, all I'm going to say. I want to get one of them in the Lake Show, but obviously we're going to have to prioritize cap space. So, Lucas Smart, Reeves Connect. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draft this pick, like I said, to the draft now. So we have the 14th pick. Like I said, number 1 is going to be AJ Bands of the Sacramento. That's nice for them. 2, we got Darren Peterson to the Hornets. 3, we got Cameron Boozer to the Wizards. Dash Daniels going to the Grizzlies. Nate Mann going to the Jazz. Jaden Quayton's going to the Thunder. Chris Knack going to the Nets. They find their Nick Claxton replacement. We got Kareem Lopez going to the Hawks. Isaiah Harwell to the Blazers. Torrey Yabusele to the Pacers. I don't know why I watched this whole draft lottery go down. Elijah Hernandez would have been a great pick. I was hoping he fell. But we got Caleb Wilson, Darius Acuff. We got Benny Strides. Honestly, I'm going to take Caleb Wilson here. Seems like the best player left available. We could take Darius, but we already have our point guard, Luka. So, Caleb Wilson, welcome to Los Angeles. Absolutely love that pick for us. He's going to play. He's going to probably start. He might start right away for us. We'll see. So, getting Caleb Wilson changes a lot. Okay. Austin Reeves is going to opt out of player option. I heard he wants like Tyler Hero level contract, and then Marcus Smart will decline his player option. So, we'll see if we can bring Austin Reeves back. Christian Coloco, we'll extend the call over. Maybe he develops enough for him to be the backup. I did go ahead and make Aiden opt into his player option, like I said. So his video for Aiden could have some shelf life in this video, like I said. Sure, he could opt out and get a bigger contract, but that's what we're doing. And then draft, free agency, Austin Reeves, obviously. He has no big offers. Rui Hachimura, somebody I might want to keep around. We'll see. Jackson Hayes might just let go. Cleaver probably just let go. So we could bring back Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, but let's see. Let me see our finances. So we are below the second apron. I want to say we are. Getting Claxton obviously changed some stuff, but okay. Luka Doncic, Don't Connect, Bronny, Jay Laravia, Duke Thero, Killable. So like I said, we have our center rotation. We would probably need the rest of the bench to be filled. I'm hoping Bronny James can develop enough for him to be ready to play, and then Yeah, I think I am gonna bring back Rui Hachimura. We're probably gonna only give him a 1+1 deal though, so we can go ahead and obviously maybe get some cap space to sign Luca. I mean, not Luca, freaking Giannis or Nikola Jokic. So I'm gonna offer him 16.5 million, 1+1 type of deal, and then we'll see if we able to bring back. It depends what type of contract. If he's getting it back from their team, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pay him that. So. But I think we honestly might have to bring him back. Even if it's a signing trade, we're signing him. I think I'm gonna bring back Austin Reeves. So Austin Reeves, I'm gonna re-sign him to a. I don't. This is not a Tyler Hero number. Colin, I'm gonna give him 25 million for 3 years. We'll see what he says to that. Then we can obviously renounce Hayes, Cleaver. I guess Smart's gonna have to go. We might not be able to bring him back unless we are able to bring him back. We'll see if we are, how much he's asking for, but that's what we're gonna do. And then Marcus Smart, are we gonna be able to bring him back? I doubt it. We don't obviously have his bird right, so yeah, we're not able to bring back Marcus Smart. We have 6 million though. Christian Coloco, might as well renounce him at this point. So we'll do something like that. Then maybe I should have brought back Chris Manning on a 2A. He's a great defender. We'll see how much he develops, actually. That's what we'll do. Chris Manning, you want to come back on a 2A contract? If so, I'd absolutely love that. So Chris Manning, we'll bring him back on a 2A, see how much he develops. But yeah, okay, day 12. Do we really need it on day 12 with our $5 million? We do need like a backup point guard. We probably need a backup small forward, which I forgot of. So we do need like a backup small forward and then a backup point guard. So we can obviously look to do that. Maybe Duke Zero can develop, or Connect a slide down there. But okay. Any like good backup point guards you get signed? So Keon Ellis sounds great. I'm ready to bring Marcus Smart. But Keon Ellis, is he unrestricted? Because if he isn't getting him. Okay, he's unrestricted. So Keon Ellis, yeah, I'm all over this. But we don't have money to sign Keon Ellis. Man, he would have been perfect. I can't lie. Perfect fit for Luka for the future as well. He's a great defender. We might be able to bring back Marcus Smart for you, which I might just end up doing that. Or AJ Mitchell could be solid off the bench, but we might not be able to do that. Actually, with AJ Mitchell sign a contract, actually, I'm just gonna bring back Smart. Smart for a 1 year deal. We'll do something like that if he wants to come back. So bring back Marcus Smart, and then we might not send her back up small forward. Honestly, I think Bronny James will be ready to step up. We'll see. So Reeves is regressing. Don't Connect is up 5 overalls here. He's developing like crazy, which means we could go ahead and slide. And Bronny's up to a 76. So player progression has cooked with this one. A dude Zero's up to a 74. Chris Mann's up to a 72. I don't lie. Player progression is absolutely cooked. So I think what we're gonna do is I might actually slide Connect down to small forward. He might start, and then that makes Reeves expendable. So I think what the plan is in the offseason to dump most of our players off. So we obviously have, so we don't really have a second star or anything with this roster, but I really do like this roster. I feel like we could be at least a solid team. We'll see what happens. So what the plan is to get at least Giannis or the Joker in Los Angeles. So shot tendencies, obviously Luke will be 99. I mean, it doesn't matter who the second star will be at this point. So I guess we'll push up Austin Reeves' shot tendency up a little bit. We'll see what he can become for us. And Dalton Connect is a guy I'm really excited about, man. I want to see what he could do with like an 80-some shot tendency. So something like that. We'll push his down or push Connects up more. So we'll see what that ends up going for us. We'll see what Dalton Connect becomes for us. I'm excited to see. Still 25. So your rotation will be Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves. I want to start Connect that small forwards. Interesting because defensively, this would not be a good starting 5, man. So yeah, as you can see, defensively, this starting 5 is terrible. So I think I'm going to do instead, I'm going to bench Austin Reeves. Now, it might sound crazy, but that's what I'm going to bench Austin Reeves to get more defense in the starting 5. And then who will we put in there? So if we go ahead and bench Austin Reeves, Connect will start at the 2, and then I'll figure it out. All right, this will actually be their starting 5, how I want to run this. So it'll be Luka Doncic, Don Connect, Rui Hachimura at small forward, Caleb Wilson will start at the power forward, DeAndre Ayton at center, Austin Reeves, Nick Claxton, Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia, and then Bronny James with 10 rotation. So Bronny's getting minutes. Absolutely, I love this rotation. I can't lie. I love this 10-man rotation, man. We'll see what we can do. This is not the final product of this team. Obviously, there's still a lot more work to do. Proficiency, pace and space. Could we be a full starting order? So no, I guess we're gonna have to run pace and space. Obviously, efficiency isn't the best. This is why this is the final of this team. I'll see you guys at the end of the season though. MVP. I feel like I'd rather have him than Giannis. I'm gonna lie. Giannis isn't really the greatest player in 2K, which sounds crazy coming out of my mouth, but yeah, Giannis isn't really that good in 2K. So, and I feel like he'd be the perfect DeAndre Ayton replacement. So we'll see if we're able to get Jokic. That'll be my number 1 priority. But at the end of the season, Luka made All-NBA first team once again. We finished off as the play-in once again, so the 9th seed. hopefully we can get in this year. We don't know our pick this year. Our pick does go to the Utah Jazz, so it sucked to see our pick go to Utah, but at least it won't be a high lottery pick. I believe that trades from like the Russell Westbrook trade. We got D'Angelo Russell, Vanderbilt, and Malik Beasley. And all those guys aren't even on the team no more, but we'll see if we can beat the Los Angeles Clippers and maybe get inside the play. Even if we beat them, we still have to play another game. So we'll see what ends up happening as the Clippers might actually get the best of us here. And we're going to lose the Los Angeles Clippers. So, we're out of here that fast, which sucks. But our pick does go to the Utah Jazz. But, yep, player stats. We had about 25 from Luka with 8 rebounds and 10 assists, 18 from Dalton Connect, 15 from Reeves, 12 from DeAndre Ayton. I won't go ahead and force him back in the Lakers this year, obviously. It's his decision now. We got 10 from Rui, 10 from Caleb Wilson starting, 9 from Marcus Smart. I thought this team was solid enough to maybe even make the playoffs, but I guess for this year, but I guess not now. Hopefully the Nuggets don't win the championship. Okay, they don't. I was about to say, 'cause if they won the championship, that would not be good. Realistic in our pursuit to obviously get Jokic. But Giannis, we guess he didn't make the playoffs. So KD is gone. Everybody's gone at this point. So heading into the draft lottery, our pick is going to go to Utah. Like I said, it's projected 14. Hopefully it stays at 14, and it does. Okay, so the Jazz don't benefit heavily off of our pick, kind of, but not that much. So does anybody else own our future first round picks? Okay, so the Nets own our second round pick. The Wizards have our second. The Mavericks have our 2029 second from the Luka trade, which obviously that pick isn't going to be a good pick. And then the Nets own our 2030 first round pick from the Nick Claxton trade. So a couple teams do own most of our draft picks, but that's what happens when you're a contender. So how much money will we have right now? So yeah, this we are paying too many guys. This wouldn't be enough money to go ahead and get obviously Nikola Jokic. Or I would love to keep Nick Claxton, but we have to trade him to get him. I wouldn't hate that as well. So we don't have a first round pick in this draft. So whoever needs to be out the door will be out the door. Don't Connect has a team option which we'll accept. I'm gonna decline Rui's team option. Bronny and Duke Deer will accept, and then qualifying offers Jake LaRavian, Chris Manning. Okay, Giannis has an offer from the Warriors and Bucks. Jokic has an offer from the Nuggets. So it would suck if we strike out on everybody. We might have to settle on somebody, worse. But hopefully that's not the case. Obviously, Wembanyama's here, but obviously he's going back to the Spurs. So okay, we have to make sure. Obviously, hopefully, if they don't choose us, we're gonna be cooked. But okay, Austin Reeves will have to be traded. He hasn't really filled the team no more, so we'll have to go and trade him to a team. So the Portland Trailblazers want to take him on for something. So obviously, I like to dump him off. We could take on Darius Acuff at first. I'd love to get maybe like a solid rotational player in return, like somebody. I mean, I guess we getting offered Darius Acuff, so I guess that's something we could take on the 5 million, or we could take Ryan Dunn in a first round pick from Phoenix. I think I'd like this more. We get a really good backup wing option, so we dump around $20 million off. And then we can also get a cap hold and see how much plays we're playing. So we'll probably won't be able to re-sign any of these guys at this point. So everybody here is going to have to be Laravia might have to be there now too. Rui and then Aiden will probably have to be gone at this point. I mean, he probably is going to be gone anyway. So then Laravia might have to be gone as well. So yeah, like I said, just renounce everybody here. Is that enough to offer maybe Giannis Antetokounmpo? It is. So wow, I didn't expect it to be that easy. So just like that, we freed up. Only paying 97 million now after trading Austin Reeves. We still have the dead captain Jordan Goodwin. For some reason, 2K holds me accountable for that still. But okay, so who wants to be a Laker? Is it gonna be Giannis or is it gonna be Jokic? I'm gonna offer the bag to both of them. We have $54 million to spend, so let's offer Giannis this and see what he says. So Giannis Antetokounmpo, he still wants to choose the Golden State Warriors. Okay, what about? I know Jokic wouldn't want to go back to the Nuggets, right? I have better offers than this. Okay, we can get Nikola Jokic. We can get Nikola Jokic for the 4-year deal. So Nikola Jokic is a Laker. Instead of Giannis, it's going to be Nikola Jokic. So Giannis wanted to go to the Warriors. That's fine. We'll just get Nikola Jokic. So just like that, we'll get Nikola Jokic to sign and figure out the rest later. I thought it's Nikola, but obviously he signed. So okay, Nikola Jokic is a Los Angeles Lakers. So we got that. We got our Aiden replacement. We now have a amazing center rotation of Nikola Jokic and Nick Claxton. That's why I traded for Nick Claxton, because I knew he'd come in huge. So we absolutely love that. Caleb Wilson could be our starting power forward in the future. There's no doubt about that. If he develops enough, he'll 100% be that. Ryan Dunn and Duke Thero. We have Don't Connect, Bronny James. So we always need a bench now. So we need a backup point guard and some backup forward. So let's see what's out there? So Lonzo Ball, we can re-sign Rui, which I guess we could. He's been okay since we brought him in. Sucks to not have his bird rights no more. But Aaron Nesmith might be the better defensive option. Rui's defense is only a C, but Aaron Nesmith is a or Caleb Houston. Is Caleb Houston, if he develops, he can actually be the better option. But who would I rather have? I don't know. Do we wait on day 12 to sign somebody? I feel like backup point guard should be our least concern right now. I feel like we should worry about our wing depth more. So, like I said, we don't know if a dude there will be ready. So, I'm gonna see if I can sign a backup forward first. So let's see, Rui, Neesmith. Let's see. So I'm leaning towards Caleb Houston or Neesmith. We'll see which one we can get. Najee Marshall is an option, but he just sucks in 2K. He can't shoot good from three by any means in this. Jabari Walker, Yabusele. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to go and sign Aaron Nesmith to a contract. So Aaron Nesmith would be a really good option off the bench for us. So I'm going to see if I can get him maybe like 10.5 million. That'll probably take up all of our money, but I think it'll be worth it for getting Aaron Nesmith. So Aaron Nesmith, welcome. He'll be a 3-and-D wing off the bench for us. And then we are missing like a backup point guard and a backup power forward, which we will sign those things on day 12. But getting Luka and Jokic on the same team, the NBA should be feared of us. We can still bring back Rui Hachimura, which I low-key didn't even realize. So Rui could be our backup power forward. I guess he could. So we can obviously do something like that. But let's see. We need to. Okay, so I mean, I think we have to do that, right? If 2K is still letting me sign him, we're below the second apron and first apron, I believe. So that's absolutely amazing. So, is there any backup point guards to get signed first? So Davion Mitchell. How much money do we have left? 3 million. So I thought we have more than that. No, not really that expensive, but guess not. Lonzo Ball? He's not gonna sign 3 million, right? So I doubt that. Lonzo Ball, Union, LA. No, he's actually closer than I thought he would. Keon Ellis, you want to sign 3 million? Nope. Marcus Smart, he's been here for a while. I mean, want to sign 3 million? I mean, we could just offer him the $7 million is interesting, so we can offer him. We get somebody different. I low key think we might bring back Marcus Smart for another. He's been not good for us, so I think we might do it. Marcus Smart, we'll offer him a 2-year deal or something. He hasn't regressed at all as well, and then if 2K give me the ability to sign Rui Hachimura, I mean, I think we have to do it, right? I think we can complete our team. I don't know. All right, I kind of want to save money. You know, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and save money. So once other guys become free, it's like Connect and Bronny. So I'm actually not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna sign Marcus Smart, and then we're gonna run 9 rotations. So Cole Jokic is still going up. Don Connect is up. Ryan Dunn is up. Aaron Nesmith is up. Caleb Wilson. We got Bronny James. So I said once Bronny becomes a free agent, I believe that's actually next year, right? Yeah, next year. So I know it's gonna be crazy paying him whatever he wants, but I honestly might have to. Instead of bringing back Rui, I'm gonna do that. And the dude Dero didn't develop like how I wanted him to. It sucks, man. I want him to be a rotational player for us, but I thought we got something with the dude Dero, man. I was hoping for like him to go up to like a 79 or something. That would have been nice, but I'm not mad how this offseason went. But I mean, this offseason went exactly to plan. We got Nikola Jokic. That's what I want. Power ranking lens is fifth. Proficiency running a pace and space system. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 star, 4.5 star, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, pace and space will be the thing we're gonna run. And then our rotation is Luka, Connect, Ryan Dunn, Caleb Wilson, and Nikola Jokic. This starting five is gonna be lethal once Ryan Dunn and Caleb Wilson develops their max potential. They're gonna be really good for us. So Claxton, Smart, Neesmith, Bronny James, and a Duke Dero is your 10-minute rotation. We don't even have to run a 10 minutes. Let's go a 9-minute rotation or something like that. Shot tendencies, I want Luka and Jokic having 99 shot tendencies at this point, something like that. Don't Connect will be like the third guy for us, so something like that. And yeah, this is going absolutely exactly how I wanted to plan, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully, we could be a playoff team with Luka and Jokic in the same team. Cooper Flag wins the MVP. Terrence Stokes, Rookie of the Year. Jaden Ivey, 6-man defensive player, going to 1 million. We're going to Yaka Chonas. Clutch player going to Anthony Edwards. But at the end of the season, Luka once again. And Jokic made All-NBA first team. So we got two of probably the best players in the world, man. We finished off as number 3rd seed. So we're a good team. Finally, bro. We're finally back in the playoffs. But player stats at about 29 from Nikola Jokic, 11 rebounds and 9 assists. 26 from Luka with 7 rebounds and 9 assists. Their game just fits so well together. Obviously, this is amazing. So we had 21 from Dalton Connect. We literally had a big three of Jokic, Luka, and Dalton Connect. Crazy how much Connect develops in this game. I didn't expect him to develop much. I mean, he's a pretty old player already, but he developed really nicely. Shout out to DK in this video, man. We had 12 from Caleb Wilson, 8 from Nick Claxton. We had 7.5 from Smart. I'd love to eventually move on from Marcus Smart, but I mean, he's been a great player, I guess. He's really inefficient though. Eventually, I do want to get a younger option than him, though, younger backup. But so far, he's been working. 6 from Ryan Dunn, 6 from Neesmith, and 5 from Bronny James. Did Ryan Dunn shoot good from threes? He's like a 3-and-D player for us. He shot 41% from three. I still like to get an upgrade there. For now, I'm finding out how this team looks like. Um, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves in round one, so Dillingham, Ant, McDaniels, Hendricks. I'd love to get out of round one here. We'll see what happens. Do we shrink our rotation down? Bronny, I'll go aim rotation. Aim rotation. Here we go. Game one, we're gonna take game two. They're gonna even it up. Game three, they're up 2-1. We're gonna even it up 2-2. Nope, we're down 3-1. And I don't understand how we're down, but we're gonna force the game seven. So the game series is not over yet. If we could win this game seven, we're in the second round. So I should never doubted Jokic and Luka. We made a 3-1 comeback, just like that. It happened. 130-86. We absolutely destroyed them. 38 point shooting from Luka Doncic. 32 from Connect. Connect, bro. I didn't expect Connect to be this good in this video, but he ended up being incredible. Now we're in the second round as we're faced off with the San Antonio, but I'm hoping it was Houston so we can dodge, honestly, Victor Wembanyama, but nope, it is the Spurs. So Fox, Castle, Vassell, Sohan, Wemby, Harper, G.G. Jackson, Malik Monk, Carter Bryant, and Darius Akub Jr. Also, I'm recording this. The Toronto Raptors got a new general manager. Obviously, he moved on from Masai Ujiri, so that's something. Game one, they're gonna take. Game two, they're gonna take. They're up 3-0, and we're gonna go ahead and go on 3-1 again. So on 3-1. This time I think it's different because it's the Wembanyama Spurs, but we'll see what ends up happening. So far, the Spurs have the lead, and we are going to go ahead and lose. But, all right, we're going to lose. Okay, I was about to say, but Castle dropped 36 on us, but I honestly think there's potential that comes with this, obviously. We'll get better. The team will upgrade. We'll be a lot better than last year, hopefully. So, I don't think I showed you guys our record. We're at 53-29. So heading into the draft lottery, though, I'm pretty sure we might have a pick, but it's later in the draft. So the Nets are going to get one, and then we're going to have the 27th pick in the draft, which you could use this pick in a trade, or we could draft with it, obviously. I think I'll always bring back J.J. Redick, honestly. He has been okay for us. Nothing crazy. We haven't gone too far with him, but I'm still going to bring him back. I want him to be this guy that leads us to a championship. So we got the 27th pick in the draft. What could I mean? Like I said, I'm gonna see if I can upgrade from Smart, maybe even Aaron Neesmith. Aaron Neesmith isn't the best 2K7 player either, so I do get that. But if we can maybe package up 27 and Smart or Neesmith to get an upgrade, that is something I would do. Anything, but we could try maybe Neesmith 27 and a future pick to see what that can give me. Can that give me anything? So Devion Mitchell and Bobby Portis, I would take 3 first though. I mean, anything else like nothing. Like, and these offers like intriguing. I guess Corey Kispert is okay. I mean, I guess he's intriguing, but is Corey Kispert really upgrade over Neesmith? Is it really worth it? I don't know. I'm just gonna drop for the pick, man. I don't think this pick's gonna be good for us. That's why I wanted to trade it. But Zion Green, we'll select him, and then we might end up trading. We'll see. Luka Doncic, obviously can't afford losing him in free agency. Declines the player option. Ryan Dunn is also a free agent, so I have to pay a couple guys. And don't connect. So yeah, that's why I didn't offer Rui the extensions. We could have money to re-sign everybody here. So Luka Doncic will get his bag. We'll obviously pay him that, and then don't connect to Bronny. So yeah, everybody here is gonna have to be paid. So I don't know if we're gonna have leftover money after this. Probably not, but we did this, knowing what we're gonna have to do. So actually, I'm gonna pay the unrestricted guys last. Man, Nick Claxton wants a lot of money too. So yeah, it sucks, but we're gonna have to pay him what they want. So Nick Claxton, so something like that, and don't connect. Us, we're gonna have to pay him. But the restricted guys like connect. For some reason, Bronny's unrestricted really makes no sense. But like I said, the restricted guys will wait on. I'll pay Bronny James in just a second, but yeah, so we're gonna do something like that. So Luka will come back. Don't connect starting to get all over some other teams. Obviously, can't let him go. He was huge for what we had. But I'm gonna wait on day 12. We might eventually end up paying Bronny in a second if he gets an offer, but likely nobody's want to pay him that. So okay. On day 12, so far so good. Okay, is what I wanted. I'm gonna pay Bronny James first. So Bronny James, we can give him to $9 million for maybe 2 years. That'd be a steal. So $9.75 million for 2 years. So Bronny James, we'll come back. We'll pay him. Next is Dolan Connect. Obviously, he deserves probably everything we're about to pay him. So 4 years, like 30 million. We give him like that. mean, he was really good for us, so I guess he deserves a lot more than that. So back +5, 32 mil for 4 years. He agrees. Ryan Dunn is next. I would love for Ryan Dunn to come back as qualifying offer. That's something I want to happen. So hopefully, he's getting back as qualifying offer. Then we'll be able to offer somebody else a contract. I think so. I mean, that's I do eventually want to make a trade. I'm gonna see if I can trade Marcus Smart one more time. Because like I said, I really would like to get a better player than him at this point for that position. But still, there's absolutely nothing, man. I'm gonna try again in the trade line, definitely. But so far, this is being offered to me. So what can we get though? We do need probably so once we bring back Kaneki will be the starting shooting guard and Brown will be the back. So we don't need a shooting guard. I guess we could use a. I mean, we don't really have nothing really position of need. We could get like a backup power forward, I guess. So is there anything here we can get? So like Patrick Williams, I don't hate that if we're getting him. You know, he's a pretty good 2K sim player. Or we can use contract at the trading line. It doesn't matter to me too much. But once we do that, I guess we would need a backup power forward. So I guess I'm gonna sign Patrick Williams. So Patrick Williams is who we are going to sign if it lets me, obviously. So we'll bring everybody back. Ryan Dunn qualifying offer will be huge. Ryan Dunn comes back as qualifying offer. So, okay. Caleb Wilson's up to an 86. I'm excited about him. Ryan Dunn is up. Patrick Williams is up. Bronny James is up. And then, like I said, a trade at the trade line just makes too much sense for a team not to make. So I'm going to try. There's the consolidation trade will be at the trade line. Like I said, I want to make a trade using Smart and Neesmith or Neesmith's contract to get an upgrade somewhere, which we will do. 2029 draft class, we're going to put that in. We'll look at this rotation. We actually might run a 10 rotation this year. Power ranking led a second. Efficiency, pace, and space once again. Your rotation up is Luka, Connect, Ryan Dunn, Caleb Wilson's up to 86 now. That makes the starting five this much better. Jokic, Claxton, Patrick Williams, Bronny James, and we'll obviously go a 10-minute rotation, I guess, so we can get Neesmith in there. And I do want to run a 9 rotation, so that's another reason why I want to make a trade to trade line as well, but everything will be figured out soon. Said I'll make the trade at the trading line, but we were just a great team, so I decided not to do it. I mean, I tried, but I realized this team was too good to not to just. I wanted to stay in pat, okay? Because we were actually a pretty good team. We were the second seed in the Western Conference. We finished off. We competed with the Mavericks for the 1 seed, which is obviously in the college, 63-19. So we're capable of winning the championship. And like I said, if we don't win this year, we'll obviously I guess force a move next year, but. I'm cool with how this team has been playing. So we do got the Oklahoma City Thunder around one. So Shea, Topic, J-Dub, Chet, Sober, Murray, Boyle, Jaden, Quaintance. So hopefully it's in the trap series for us. We had 28 from Luka, 25 from Jokic, 18.5 from Connect, 11 from Caleb Wilson, 10 from Patrick Williams, 9 from Bronny, 7 from Bronny, 7 from Claxton, 6 from Smart, 4 and 4. So against the Thunder in round one, we are going to go ahead and beat them to 5. Now in the second round, we got the Sacramento Kings. So the Kings obviously had an aged advance at the beginning of the video. They still have Zach LaVine. So they still have Sabonis too. They have Grant Williams starting power forward. I think we could beat this team. We'll see what ends up happening though. We're gonna take game 1. We're gonna take game 2. We're gonna take game 3, and we're gonna sweep them. So yeah. Now we got the Spurs. Okay, it's not Dallas, it's San Antonio. So we lost to the Spurs last year. Kind of ducking them, I don't allow with you, but I was kind of ducking the Mavericks too. So whatever team we play is gonna have to be a good team. So are we gonna go ahead and beat the San Antonio Spurs here? We'll see what ends up happening. So we're gonna take game 1, good start. We're gonna take game 2, or we're gonna take game 3. We're gonna take game 3. Could we go ahead and go 3-1? Yes, we can. Can we beat them at 5? Yes, we can. We're in the NBA Finals as we got the Charlotte Hornets. So the Lakers are back in the finals. They got LaMelo, Peterson, Brandon Miller, Malik Bridges, Mitchell Robinson, Gigi Jackson, Tijon Salon, Kispert, and Antonio Reeves. So let's see if we can go ahead and stop this team. I think we could. Let's see what happens. Game 1, they're gonna take. Game 2, leaving it up. Game 3, we're up 2-1. We're up 3-1. And we're going to beat them at 5. And just like that, we have won a championship in Los Angeles. So, hope you guys did enjoy this one. Honestly, this is a really fun video to do. But I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace.